When you look around the NHL today, the talent pool is deeper than ever, but separating the great players from the truly elite isn't easy. From point-producing machines and game-breaking forwards to defensemen who change the way the game is played. These are the players shaping the modern NHL. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the top 10 best players in the NHL right now, who they are, why they dominate, and what makes them the best of the best. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode right here on Above Average. I'm YouTube Chev. I'm YouTube Trev, and if you're new to the channel, thank you for clicking on this video, guys. Really appreciate all the support. Yeah, we're doing one of these videos that I put a lot of time into, so if you can leave a like right now, that'd be dope, and drop a comment down below. I interact with every single comment in the comment section down below. If you don't believe me, just give it a go. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Am I right, or am I wrong? Let me know. Drop your comments down below. I want to hear your top 10s as well. So yeah, just a quick little preview for this video before we dive into my top 10. First off, the 10 to 6, I'm going to rattle those off pretty quick. I imagine this is going to be a little bit longer of a video, so I'm going to rattle those ones off a little quicker. And then from 5 to 1, I'm going to spend a little bit more time with those players. Also, sponsored segment, every video right here on Above Average is brought to you by www.timetrackers.ca. Another reason why you can drop a comment down below is because I'll give it if it gets the most likes, you can be funny, you can be whatever you want, but if it gets the most likes, I'm going to give it a shout out in my next video as well. So stay to the end because I'm shouting out the most liked comment from my previous video. I know it's a little confusing, maybe not, but with all that out of the way, guys, let's go. Hockey's back, baby. Let's freaking go. But yeah, seriously though, thanks for all the continued support, guys. Really appreciate it. Let's hop right back into this video. Okay, like I said, from 10 to 6, I'm going to be going by pretty quick. Oh, I also just wanted to say no goalies. This is strictly forwards and defensemen on this list. Players, yeah, it's tough. It's a little bit trickier with goalies, but I just wanted to say no goalies are on this list. It's strictly just forwards and defensemen. And to start it off, at my number 10, you've got Austin Matthews. And like I said, I'm going to be pretty quick with this. When he's on, and he's the best goal scorer in the world. There's no debating that, but that's his thing. He's inconsistent. So that's why I have him at 10. I would not be surprised if he pots 50 this year. He's probably going to bring himself into the, back to closer to the top 5 conversation, but it's consistency, it's health with him. Give me a full season, and if he's back to 50, 60, I'm sure he'll be close. Or we'll be higher. He'll be better ranked next year, but he's 10 right now. Up next, at number 9, David Pastrnak. Man, what this guy was able to do last year on just a terrible team, he was unreal, man. I know he started pretty slow, but the fact that, I mean, it was the second half of the season last year, he was right up there with Nathan McKinnon, the Kucherovs, the Draisaitl's of the world as far as point producing goes. I know he was lighting the lamp, man. This guy is a driver, and yeah, I mean, he didn't really have a heck of a whole lot of help last season at all, and he still put up a 100-point season. That's 300-point seasons, if I'm not mistaken, in a row. This guy's an absolute stud. He can score. He can pass. He's an unbelievable player. David Pastrnak, he should be in your top 10. I have him just above Austin Matthews, a little bit more consistent. He's at 9 for me.
What do you say about 97? I saw him.
Yeah, you heard him?
What do you say?
You will see first shift. Nice pass. No look, baby. Oh my God, it's a pleasure. Hey, I'm allowed to for this time. I had C. I got a freaking C.
Up next, Alexander Barkov coming in at 8. This might be a hot take. I know I've got him higher rated than TSN does, which is crazy because I thought having him at 8 was a little low. Personally, for me, good defensive forwards, like really good. Obviously, he won the Selke like back-to-back. He's unreal. He's an unreal defensive forward. But for me, like I know I'm in the minority when I say this. It's not as entertaining. I don't find, takeaways and good defensive game or just defensive tendencies for forwards to be like, I'm not like, ooh, like some other people. I know that wins a lot of people over. Not me. Give me the goal scorers. Give me the, but with that being said, he's got some stick hands and he can put up some points. So you've got the best defensive forward in the league. It's not even close. And he can pot like 80 points, 90 points on a good season. Yeah, that's going to bring you in your top 10. It should be without a doubt in your top 10. Fact that TSN doesn't have him in their top 10 and has Matthews like, it's a joke. It is actually a joke. More on that later in this video. But Barkov, I have him at 8. Next up, Kirill Kaprizov. This guy's an absolute stud, man. Like, he really, really is. I find him so fun to watch. He's as good as skating as any forward is in the NHL. His skating is just chef's kiss. He's got a great shot. He's a great playmaker as well. Minnesota has to. They have to try and keep this guy. I know they're doing everything in their power, but Minnesota Wild, it's not even close. They have never had a player like Kirill Kaprizov in their organization. When healthy, I know at the beginning of last year, he was a front runner for the Hart Trophy. He came back. Yeah, obviously there's a little bit of the injury problems he struggled with as well. But as far as pure talent and when healthy, give me Kirill Kaprizov over Austin Matthews. It's not even close. He's more of a driver. He produces more. He's a playmaker. He can score it, man. He's so fun to watch. So Kirill Kaprizov, I have him at 7. Up next, we've got Quinn Hughes. Okay, the first defenseman on my top 10, Quinn Hughes. Okay, this is interesting. You can argue Quinn Hughes is the best defenseman in the league. I personally don't see it that way, but I don't think people realize how close the gap is between him and you know who. Yeah, we might be talking about him pretty soon here, but it's true, man. There is, I honestly believe that there is a conversation to be had about who is better, Quinn Hughes or Cale Makar. I think a few years ago, it was like, oh, Cale Makar, he's a front runner. He's the best defenseman in the world. It's not even close. It's close. It is really, really close. I know Canucks fans, they're obviously going to defend their boy, and rightfully so. He's unreal, but they're not completely out to lunch when they say Quinn Hughes is better than Cale Makar. I don't agree with it, but there is an argument to be had there. There really, really is. He is so good. His playmaking ability is just unreal. The way he walks the line, just as good as Cale Makar, man. Is that a hot take? I don't know. He is fun to watch, and being obviously an Oilers fan, grew up watching the Oilers, watched a lot of Vancouver Canucks over the last few years, well, my whole life, but really since Quinn Hughes has developed into the premier defenseman that he is, it's fun to watch. Whenever the Oilers and Canucks are playing, sometimes I'll just tune in to a Canucks game just to watch this guy. He is a stud, and yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's close. It really, really is close. Okay, but without further ado, if you made it this far, guys, be sure to leave a like. And yeah, you liking this video so far? Subscribe as well. Oh, God. Oh. Subscribe as well, okay? Because that would truly mean the world. We're on the road to 7K subs.
Can you help me get that?
Anyway, next up, at number 5, we've got Cale Makar, okay? So this might be a hot take. A few years ago, I would have had him probably 3, but I think he's taken a step back a little bit the last few years. However, he did just have 30 goals, and it's like, wow, he had a step back. He's taken a step back. He just potted 30 goals as a defenseman. First defenseman to do that since 08-09, Mike Green of the Washington Capitals. It's been a while, man. It's crazy that it's been that long, but Cale Makar, he was the one to do it. Good Canadian boy. You absolutely love to see it. He is from Calgary, or kind of, yeah, he's from Calgary, but he played in the AJHL. I was fortunate enough to watch him play for the Brooks Bandits. My Lord, this guy was unreal. Like a few years ago when he was just ripping up the AJ, it was crazy, and just a hidden gem blossoming in central Alberta. But I tell you what, man, I was blown away. I've never seen anything quite like it. It was insane. There's games it was like 16-2, and AJHL, like that's pretty competitive. Not really competitive, but it's pretty competitive hockey, man. And he was putting up just insane numbers. By far the most noticeable player out there. He looked like an NHL player at the age of 16. It was insane. So, yeah, the one thing I will say, though, this year, when Nathan MacKinnon was out, Cale Makar's game dropped quite a bit. I know that narrative is getting tossed around there quite a bit. So is that worrisome? It's not worrisome, but you definitely would like to see him produce at still a pretty solid level when MacKinnon is in and out. But it wasn't like that this previous season. So there is that. However, his shot is unreal. You talk about skating. I mean, he's right up there probably with Nathan MacKinnon. I mean, there's a lot of really good skaters I just listed off, Kirill Kaprizov, Quinn Hughes, but he is right up there. He is in that next tier talent for skating. He's smart. He has got hands, man. Everything you want in a defenseman, and he's pretty good defensively. He really is. So, Cale Makar coming in at number 5. Up next, we've got at number 4, Nikita Kucherov. Man, I tell you what, a few years ago, maybe like 6 years ago, Nikita Kucherov was the most underrated player in the NHL. And this kind of goes for Barkov as well. There is that argument, oh, they're the most underrated. But everyone kept on saying that, and to the point where it's like, okay, we know that they're underrated, so they're probably just properly rated now. But I tell you, man, if Nikita Kucherov was in the Canadian market, just what he's been able to do the last 3 seasons, I think I have it right here. It's crazy. Like, it is actually insane. The last 3 seasons. Last season, 121 points. The season before that, 144. Season before that, 113. Like, that is just crazy. I know he had 100 assists 2 seasons ago. First left winger to ever do that, or first right winger, first winger in NHL history to ever do that. Joins elite company, McDavid, Bobby Orr, Mario, and Gretzky. I'm pretty sure that's it. That's it. The only players to have 100 assists in a season. That is it. And Nikita Kucherov joins, like, you got Lemieux, you got Orr, you got Gretzky, McDavid, and you're like, oh, that's insane. Kucherov joins that? Yeah, he absolutely did. This guy's a stud. He can shoot, he can score, but he's probably one of the best playmakers in the world right now, and he is smart, man. He is so smart. He is so fun to watch. I love Nikita Kucherov, and again, people, if someone was like, oh, Nikita Kucherov needs to be second, you know what? I don't necessarily disagree. From 2 to 4 or 2 to 5, man, this could be anywhere. It really could. But up next, we've got Leon Draisaitl, my personal favorite player in the NHL. This guy's an absolute stud. And every year I doubt him. I'm like, you know what? I start believe the narrative of, oh, no, he's just riding off Connor's success. And I always, I always tell him, no, that's not true. That's not true. And then maybe I'm like, oh, maybe it is true. And then last year, I remember I doubted him. I was like, I don't know what kind of season he's going to have. And he has the best season. It's not even close. He even came out 32 thoughts with Elliot Friedman. He was like, yeah, last year was my most dominant season.
Has this been your best season?
Yeah, I would say, yeah. It's probably been my most consistent, certainly my best season in all facets of the game, on the defensive side, offensively. Yeah, I think it's definitely been my best year.
Even though he didn't have the most points by his standards, individually, he was just defense, offense, back check, forecheck. Man, he was all over the ice. He was so good. He was so complete. I think he finished 5th in Selke voting, which is crazy because a few years ago he was known as the worst defensive forward, and it wasn't even close. But man, it's crazy what back checking does for you, Leon. So here's hoping he continues that. But yeah, finally wins the Rocket Trophy as well. He's fun to watch, man. And then playoff Leon is a whole different ball game right there. He is just exceptional in playoffs, man. He doesn't stop. A lot of these players kind of taper off maybe in the playoffs. Maybe from that 6 to 10 range, not the top 5. They produce always, but Leon, him and Connor, man, they ramp it up in playoffs, so it's super impressive. But yeah, for all those reasons, he is so fun to watch. My favorite player. God bless you, Leon. You are an absolute stud, and you're the 3rd best player in the world, in my opinion. Okay. Next up, we go to number 2, Nathan MacKinnon. Nathan MacKinnon, man, is it really any surprise? Okay, and you know what? This is interesting. I will say, kind of like Cale Makar, like a few years ago, he was the best defenseman. It's not even close. But Quinn Hughes, he's closed the gap a little bit. I will say this. Connor McDavid is the best player in the world. He is. He still is. But I tell you, a few years ago, he was like this. Everyone else is right here. The last 2 seasons, I don't think maybe he's slowed down. Maybe McDavid slowed down a little bit. But MacKinnon, Kucherov, and Draisaitl, I think they've caught up a little bit, man. I really, really do. Like, the gap isn't as far as it once was. And I think, I just listed off Kucherov's last few seasons. I didn't do that for Draisaitl, but I'm going to do it for MacKinnon now. 111 points 3 years ago for MacKinnon, 140 2 seasons ago, and last year 116. Man, like those are insane numbers. Nathan MacKinnon, he's as fast as almost everyone or anyone in the NHL. He's only behind one person, I think.
Well, I think this is probably the Kentucky Derby of our races here, isn't it?
This is the fast one. I've been to the Kentucky Derby, and I think McDavid is probably faster than the horse.
He's a thoroughbred, all right.
Yeah, he is something. He's absolutely something.
Wow. And Nathan MacKinnon is not a slow player.
But I will say this. Nathan MacKinnon's season last season was oddly reminiscent. It just reminded me of Connor McDavid. Like, I swear every single night Nathan MacKinnon was on a highlight reel. You didn't really get that from Connor that much last year. You didn't. I'm telling you, Nathan MacKinnon last year was without a doubt, the most exciting player to watch any given night. You watch him any night, and he was doing McDavid things. He really, really was. And that's why I said he closed the gap, man. I think he did. I still would have McDavid over McKinnon, but I tell you what, McKinnon is just so exciting, and it's like he found a new gear. I don't know what it is, if Sid's telling him a few more lessons in the offseason when they're golfing. I don't know what it is, but one other thing Nathan McKinnon has that these other players don't really have, Draisaitl has a little bit of it. He's got that dog in him, man. He's got that dog. Like, he is serious. He is physical. He's not afraid to throw down. I absolutely love it. He really should be, in my opinion, the captain of the Colorado Avalanche. And he's just, out of all these players, there's no one more competitive, maybe in the NHL, than Nathan McKinnon. Like, seriously. I know players have come out and said, like, he's just so intense, even in practices early in the season. If he doesn't get tape-to-tape passes, he'll rip you a new one. I know a lot, he's got that Michael Jordan mentality. I know a lot of people don't like that, man. I love that. I think, oh, man, he is just so fun to watch. So, Nathan McKinnon, he is the second best player in the world, and I tell you what, if he follows up a season close to McDavid this upcoming season, it's close, man. It's really close. Maybe there's a debate there. And now number one, is it any surprise? Is it really? It's Connor McDavid. Like, did anyone? Obviously, it's Connor McDavid. I could have just said that at the beginning of the video. If you know hockey, you know that Connor McDavid's been pretty well the best player in the world since he's entered the league. And it's awesome, man. Like, look at that. Connor McDavid right there. You know what? I will say this. Yeah, man, it's a treat. Like, I will say, like, I've talked about it a little bit, but if you're a true hockey fan, you know, I've yet to experience, I've been close, but I've yet to experience, you know, my team winning, the Stanley Cup. And that sucks. It's annoying. It's actually really annoying. 2 years back to, anyway, so that sucked, but man, I don't think there's anything as far as hockey goes that I enjoy more than just watching the best player in the world play for your team. And like, if there's any Penguins fans out there, when you got like Lemieux or obviously Crosby, Capitals fans watching Ovechkin as well, right? Like, it is fun, and I don't take it for granted. I really, really don't. Like, I know, you know, maybe he's not going to be here one day. Here's hoping he signs again, but just know that I don't take it for granted, and I'm just in awe every single night. And I will say it was cool this year to have like family and friends, you know, Flames fans, Canucks fans. You know, finally McDavid was able to rep Team Canada. He was like, finally, like, about damn time. And it was cool hearing and seeing, you know, just friends that are diehard Canucks fans and Flames fans and all that, them be like, wow, it's sure nice to cheer on McDavid. Like, and it's cool because they never really have had that opportunity until, I mean, I guess World Juniors back in 2015, but that was forever ago. So that was really, really cool. But I mean, and just lastly on McDavid, I know, yeah, I get emotional. No, I'm just joking. I don't get emotional, but it's pretty cool, man. Like, it really, really is. The one thing I will say is, like, I know people are going to be like, but you're not really right about this, is just look what he's done in the playoffs the last 2 years, the numbers he's been able to put up. He broke Gretzky's assist record in a single playoff before. I mean, he won the Conn Smythe on a losing team. It's crazy. And I know, like, so what I was getting at, he's just clutch, man. He shows up in the biggest moments, except for game 6 and 7. And I didn't even, 6, 7, yeah, very funny. But it's true. Like, he is clutch. He just didn't show up in Game 7 of last year or 2 years ago now, and Game 6 of this previous season. Anyway, whatever. That's okay. But that is my list, guys. What do you think? As always, drop a comment down below. I read and interact with every single one. If you don't believe me, just give it a try. I'll interact. I'll be like, hey, what a terrible top 10 list. You know, maybe I'll say that. Maybe I'll say, oh, that's a good one. But yeah, drop a comment down below, and I engage with every single one. If you made it this far, it is that time of the video, brought to you by www.timetrackers.ca, where they work around the clock for you. They've got good clocks all over Canada. It's an Alberta-based company. You want a clock like this? You want a big size clock? This size? They got all sizes of clocks. And yeah, go check them out. Thanks for being a part of Above Average, www.timetrackers.ca. Without further ado, let's get to the most liked comment in my previous video. This was a conspiracy video I did on McDavid, why he hasn't resigned yet. But a huge shout out to @Oilers1972. This is probably the smartest thing I've ever heard anyone working in business say. Oh, wow. Oh, thank you. That's very nice. I've been watching hockey since the 80s. I fully agree. I've been thinking kind of the same thing. hockey media had juicy stuff to talk about during the slow part of the season. Overall, the longer this goes, the more drama increases, and it's good for business for any entity involved in the NHL. Yeah, well done. Great comment. So yeah, that's yeah, if you want a shout out, drop a comment down below. If you get some most likes, I'll be giving it a shout in my next video. So thanks for all the continued support, guys. Really hope you enjoyed this kind of video. I'm doing more like this, and I like doing these kind of videos more, so they'll keep on coming. If you want any video suggestions, drop a comment down below as well. Like I said, I seriously read every single comment. So thank you for all the continued support. I'm YouTube Trev. Don't be average when you can be above average, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.